our final speaker before the Q&A session is Michael Romberg from the Campaign for the Real Referendum. Michael is a former civil servant from HM Treasury and Home Office. Please give him a cheer.
Congratulations all of you for still staking it out on a February day. It just proves Remain means remain. And why is Remain so important? I remember my parents telling me about how World War II had messed up their lives. I grew up in Berlin, so I know what happens when you build a wall. I've travelled in Europe. I've seen how Poland and Hungary, how Spain and Portugal have made much of their freedom with the help of the EU. I don't want to stay in the single market. I mean, of course the economy is important. I worked in the Treasury. But it's not the whole point. I want to stay in the great European peace project, the great European freedom project. And I am a Democrat. I do believe that the referendum vote on a higher turnout than any recent general election has created a valid democratic mandate to move forward to the next step. But no one goes from idea to implementation without a project review. This is basic project management. This is basic good government. In June, Leave had no plan. Every single Leave voter could decide for themselves what Brexit meant. So June was a vote on a dream, on an idea. Somebody voted for Brexit, meaning, chocolate every day. I'd go for it. A decision in principle does not mean that you have to agree with whatever plan somebody later cooks up. You can only make a valid democratic decision, a valid final decision to implement a program when you have a plan that has costs and benefits and risks that can be assessed. If we had that, we could have the real referendum. Now, Theresa May has told us there'll be a parliamentary vote. And the two options, she says, will be Brexit on the agreed terms or Brexit on no terms. Keir Starmer has told us there'll be a parliamentary vote if he has his way. And the two options will be Brexit on the agreed terms or go back and try and get some better terms. This isn't going to work. It's nonsense to think that the only choice we have to leave and the only thing that remains is the terms to be discussed. It's as though a group of us agreed to go to the cinema and decide what film to see when we got there. And when we get there, actually we don't want to see any of the films. So we say, okay, we'll go to a restaurant, we'll have a meal together, that'll be fun. Theresa May, however, is in the lobby and she comes up to us and says, you can't do that, you've already decided you're going to see a film, you have to see a film. We don't want to, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't make any more sense when Jeremy Corbyn and Keir Starmer say it to us either. To stop Brexit does need a democratic decision. And once the Article 50 notification has gone in, sadly, that's what I'm expecting, there are only three possibilities. We can have a general election and get a Remain government. But we don't have single-issue elections. If you want a single-issue decision, you have a referendum. We could have a parliamentary vote on the terms. But will that work? Will MPs still feel bound by the June decision, even when they come to consider the terms in November 2018? And whichever side loses the parliamentary vote will not feel that they have had every chance to put their case. The third option is a referendum on the terms. And that is the simple answer. We lost a referendum, we have to win a referendum. So what can you do to get the referendum? Well, it needs an act of parliament. There is still time. The votes are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in committee stage. email your MP and get them to vote for an amendment to the referendum. And if you want some entertainment to enjoy yourself, there is a video on YouTube starring a most distinguished actor and part-time MP. It's called Final Say, and it puts the case better than I ever could. And we keep on trying. I mean, I think it's unlikely that the vote will go our way in the amendments this coming week, but we should try. If that doesn't work, there's another bit of Brexit legislation coming up in the summer. We try then. If that doesn't work, we try again. There'll be more legislation. We're not the quitters. Leave her. But let's get strategic, because it is not enough to win the referendum. We need to do at least as well as we did in 1975 if we're going to settle the question and heal the country. Theresa May wants to heal the country by writing that it is healed in a foreword, but actually we've got to do the work to get it to be healed. And if we want to win as well as we did in 1975, that means getting a third of Leave voters to vote Remain. So we will have to think of what their grievances are, and we will have to address them. We will have to think of the slogan, Take Back Control, and think how we can help them to take back control. I'm getting the hint. It means looking at policies like proportional representation, more power for local councils, making further education really work. Because if we do that, people can face the future with confidence and will not be looking for scapegoats. So we can do this. We can stay in here. We can stay in the EU, the great peace project. Thank you very much for